Reading an Armenian philosopher. His name was Gurdjieff. And he wrote with such complication because he didn't want you to finish the book unless you understood him. So I didn't, because I didn't know what he was talking about. But I found a disciple of his, and this is what I learned. Don't put a period on the end of a negative thought. When you have a negative thought, it comes into your mind, you just say out loud, I'm sorry, I have no time for you now. People will look at you very strangely. But eventually, your habit will be to stop the negative, move it out, let a positive in. All of a sudden, your shoulders fly up, your head flies up, you move to your dream, and then pretty soon you get to stand up here and talk to you. This is what I've learned. There is no nutritional value in negative thinking. And I know this. Every single person in this gym has greatness inside them. Every one of you. And it doesn't matter how we learn. It doesn't matter that school is difficult for us. The fact of the matter is that there is greatness in you, and your job is to figure out what that is, dig it out, and give it to the world. There is not one adult in this room that cannot wait to see who you become. And the fact of the matter is, you put one foot in front of the other. You prepare yourself for what you imagine, because what you have in your brain, you can have in your life. If you have a dream and you keep it in your brain, there is no reason why you cannot accomplish that. I am living proof. I was told I was stupid. I was told I was lazy. I was told I was not living up to my potential and that I would never achieve anything. And then one day, I got happy days. And I walked in, I had hair down to my shoulders. I was scared out of my mind because every actor in the room waiting to audition was famous. And then there was me, Henry from New York, a little short. How are you? My God, you look famous even sitting down. And I went in to audition, and this guy named Pasquale was reading with me. He was going to read the other part. And I made a decision. I was going to use the 6 lines that I had to make Pasquale sit down. I was going to be the only one standing in the room. And I did that. Then I finished my 6 lines. I threw the script up in the air. I sorted out. On my birthday, when my money ran out, when I had to get back on the plane to go back to New York City, they called me and said, would you like to play this character? And I said, look, when he takes his leather jacket off at home, who does he have to be cool for? If you let me show the other side, the emotional side, where I got the nerve to talk to this man this way, I don't know. But they said yes, and I said yes, and I played the Fonz for 10 years. And it was unbelievable. I had a great time. Reading is difficult for me. I had to work a little harder at getting the script. But if you really want to do something, you put in the extra effort, don't you? And every one of you has the power inside you to put in the extra effort. Every one of you can work just a little harder to get what you want. Then somebody said to me, why don't you write books for kids about your dyslexia? And because I was called stupid growing up, I thought I was. I didn't have a great school like DA. I didn't have Denver Academy. I didn't have a teacher. I had Miss Adolph. Miss Adolph, her skin was gray, her bun was gray, her breath was gray, her spirit was gray. This was the worst teacher in the world. I raised my hand in the 4th grade to go to the boys' room. I'm still waiting for her to call on me. The second time, the same person asked me to write books about my dyslexia for kids. I don't know why. I just said yes, okay. And he said, I'm going to introduce you to Lynn Oliver. And I said, okay. And we met for lunch on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. And let me just tell you, the fish was horrible. But the meeting was great. And we got a contract for 4 books. If you will it, it is not a dream. Now, I say, if you will it, it is not a dream. I was sent a lot of gifts playing the Fonz in my, in my fan mail. I got 50,000 letters a week. And I read them all because it was so scary to leave my apartment because people wanted my socks without ever taking off my shoes. And I got a metal cutting that I put up on my wall, and it said, if you will it, it is not a dream. That was said by a man in about 1946, he said that. And I didn't realize how important it was. If you will it, you can have it. If you will it, and it stays in your brain, you can have it. It no longer has to be a dream. It can be your reality. So then we wrote 4 Hank Zipzer novels, and that grew. And before I left Los Angeles to come here, we wrote the first 4 chapters of the 16th novel of Hank Zipzer. If you will it, it is not a dream. It's unbelievable. I honestly did not believe I could write a book. And then I walk around, because I can't use a computer really well, I can't spell really well, so I walk around in a circle on Lynn, my partner's office rug, and she sits at the computer in a big gray leather chair, and we argue over every word. These are not as told to, they're not ghost written. We write them together, except I just do the talking, and she does the typing. And then sometimes she tells me to shut up because she's got an idea, and then she goes on a tear and she's writing up a storm. And I thought perhaps it would be okay.